What's up, everybody? I'm going to do today a complete collection video of my Phantom Menace toys, episode 1. So I'm going to do it, break it down by wave. We're going to go through them, and at the end I'll point out a couple things that I like about the entire collection. We'll start off with wave 1, which is the biggest wave by far. There's a lot of small waves in this series, but we got the battle droid, but they didn't just give us one battle droid. They gave us a clean one, a dirty one. I think this one is considered the sliced one, and they gave us another one that's called the shot one. So with these, they gave us 4 different battle droids, just different paint apps. It's the only difference. But it was really cool for them to offer 4 different versions. I don't really remember one being a lot harder than the others to get. There's the complete wave 1. But they did get us 4, which is really cool. Stuff like that is what Hasbro needs to go back to doing. You had Darth Maul. Darth Maul at first was really hard to come by. The reason for that was he was a new enemy, or villain, enemy, same thing I guess. He was on the card back, so we figured he's a huge part of this prequel trilogy. Little did we know he was going to make it one movie and bite the dust. He was so rare that they actually started sending solid cases of just Darth Maul after a little while to kind of feed the need. And mine's got a broken bubble at the bottom there, so we're going to have to use old Padme to stand him up, maybe. Probably not going to happen. My, oh, maybe over here. Yep, there we go. Then we got Padme next. This comes with a Pod Racer screen, has Pod Racer imagery on it there. It's kind of cool, a little detail to it. Everybody's favorite figure, Jar Jar Binks. I only noticed today that the bubble on this guy is extended up here at the top compared to every other figure to fit the staff there. So, normal bubble, only his bubble. So, just noticed that today for the first time. And I've owned that figure for 19 years. God, that's a long time. We've got young Anakin with a backpack. Next up, Qui-Gon Jinn from the Jedi Duel, as well as Obi-Wan Kenobi, the Jedi Duel. Not too bad of figures, complement each other pretty well. Then you got a Queen Amidala, which is basically from Naboo. Well, it actually says Naboo, so it is Queen Amidala. Looking back on it, I don't know how we didn't know that Padme was Amidala. I guess I was 12, so I mean, leading up to the movie, that was actually a surprise. Alright, next up is Wave 2, which is 5 figures, so quite a bit fewer than last wave. Rick Oli, I'm pretty sure that's how you say his name. Removable helmet, not a bad figure. C-3PO, Episode 1 Naked Edition. Again, not bad. The paint on it's really, really detailed, so that's really cool. Darth Sidious and Darth Sidious. So you got a Senator Palpatine and Darth Sidious. And then Watto. These are all pretty good figures. I really like the Watto though. It's a really good sculpt, really good paint. Not bad for 1999, considering these are right on the heels of Power of the Force 2 figures. Alright, our next wave is of 5 figures, and this is the first time this has happened to me in 20 years of collecting, so 23 years of collecting. Jesus, I'm old. Grab this guy for the review, and I'm going to try to show you guys what I experienced. The bubble is completely separated from the card. So, I don't really know if I get this thing back into position if you'd consider it a recard or not. I mean, I'm never going to sell it, and it's obviously not worth anything I want to be bamboozling anybody if I get this thing back on the card. But yeah, that's going to be a video coming up soon, is how I'm going to recard that. But there is Boss Nass. He's obviously not going to be standing for this video. He's going to be laying down over in the corner. Sad times. Mr. Kai Adi Mundi. I don't even know how to say his name. The guy who asks about what about the attack on the droid attack on the Wookiees. Gasgano. I really like all the Pit Droid 2-packs in this series. They're pretty cool. Like them. Good value that they give you 2 figures instead of 1. Which now these days, you probably get 1 of those and they tell you deal with it. This was the hardest figure to find out of the early figures, was the Mace Windu. It took me so long to find him, it's not even funny. I actually remember where I got him. I was at a comic book shop in San Diego, and I think I paid like $15 to $20 for him at the time, which after visiting probably literally 150 toy stores, you know, Walmarts and Targets and stuff, I was happy to pay that price. Alright, next up is wave number 4, which includes OOM9, or the, he's a commander considered, and whatever. Battle droid, repainted, this time with binoculars. Mine has a crushed bubble that I don't want to make any worse, but I really wish he would stand. Ooh, oh, no, that's just not going to happen. Anyways, on to the next one. Mr. Captain Tarpals, actually a pretty good figure, pretty good sculpt. He does have an original sticker. I always like to show these when I have them. I don't really remember going to Kmart very much, but you can see I paid $6.99 for him back in '99 or 2000. And then again, like the Pit Droids, Odie Mandrell comes with a Pit Droid of his own, Otoga 222. So again, these days you don't really see that anymore. Free pack-ins like that. That'd be a separate figure. And then here we have what I'm going to call the unofficial Giant Bubble line, which is named by me just now because here's like a normal figure, and then here's all of these with their giant bubbles. And let's take a look at what that it's going to contain. We have got R2-D2 with everybody's favorite booster rockets. Everybody absolutely loved that change to Star Wars canon. Kind of reminds me in a way of some things going on these days. Then we've got, and I'm guilty of that too, so that's a poke at myself, Yoda with the council chair, which is kind of cool. The 2 action figures all kids were clamoring for back in 1999 and 2000, New Gunray and Rune Hako, in case you needed some fierce trade battles. And then actually, a really good figure from this line, the Destroyer Droid, complete with dust that I forgot to clean off before I shot the video. It's huge. It's a really good figure. Don't sleep on Mr. Destroyer Droid there. Next up is wave number 6. We've got Anakin, Naboo, Obi-Wan Naboo. I don't know if mine's discolored or if that's was an intentional change, but mine's top is yellowed. One of my favorite figures of this line, Tatooine Darth Maul, and Naboo Qui-Gon. Now, the reason these all have new stickers is they're very similar to the original releases of them, so they kind of slapped that on there to differentiate, so when you're in Toy Store you could know, oh yeah, this slightly different Obi-Wan is the new one. So, it's, you know, not the worst idea. Wave 9 is Adi Gallia, and that's it. Literally just one figure in the wave. Next wave is Wave 9, which is listed as 2 figures, as Captain Panaka and the Royal Security, but there's actually 2 distinctly different Royal Security guards, so pretty sure that covers both of them. Just kidding. That Royal Guard is actually in this wave. The wave right after that, Darth Sidious hologram and Naboo Royal Guard. The other one, Naboo Royal Security. If you roll back that footage, you'll see my error. You know, I could have just edited it out, but I like the raw feel to the channel. Next up is a little bit of a more random wave, but we've got Darth Maul, Sith Lord, Anakin. I'm basically a repaint and have one new accessory, Naboo Flight Simulator, which I don't know why it's a flight simulator. He was in an actual cockpit, whatever. And then Jedi Knight Obi-Wan Kenobi, and he does have the braid, which is, I just noticed might be missing too, that I know I bought at some point. I don't know where they are. So I'll have to figure that out. But we've got R2B1 and TC14. Mine's bubble got crushed at some point, so his, he's got free range accessories. Ooh, you know what? I might have actually just got that back in spot for the first time since 1999. It's like one of those games where the bubbles, there's little things in the water and you got the air bubbles to move them around. Holy crap, I almost got it. Hey! I'll just never touch the figure again, but there you go. That's what he's supposed to look like. So next wave is Qui-Gon Jinn, Jedi Master. I don't know what's up with his arms in this pose. Swimming Jar Jar, which you would think everybody hates, but it's actually a really hard to find figure. And Destroyer Droid with battle damage this time. So, good figure, rare figure, and with fish, and pretty bad sculpt of a figure. And then the last wave, and there's one more figure that I can't find. It's Padme with her gun to shoot the grapple hook. I don't know where it is. I have it somewhere, but for now it's gone. That was the last figure I ever got for this wave. It was at Star Wars Celebration where I found it. So I was happy to pay the $15. And then a nice picture of 2-pack where it's actually a decent set of figures, so can't beat that. But thanks for watching. Be sure to subscribe if you made it this far. Like the video. This video is in a playlist. I'll probably have it linked in the description where I have all of my complete sets. So you can check those out. If you've stumbled upon my collection videos, good way to see every individual figure. And thanks for watching. Hey, thanks for watching this video. On the bottom left here, you can see I've got a room tour going on. Be sure to check that out. I usually update this twice a year. And on the right, you can see a sample of what my pickup videos look like if you haven't seen any of those yet. So please subscribe to see both of these videos. I try to do monthly pickups at a minimum and biannual room tour updates. But that is it. Be sure to like, subscribe, comment, all that jazz. Thank you very much.